I don't know if you heard, when you were injured, people were speculating about how much longer can you play. Well, now that you're healthy, how much longer can you play? Do you want to play?
For me, it's always been until the wheels fall off, and I'm going to keep going until I can't no more. So I can't give you guys a time estimate or anything like that, but I'm going to go as long as I can.
Tyron Smith, been around for a while, had a lot of injuries. They are hoping that he can continue to get it done for the Dallas Cowboys. They did not use their first-round pick on an offensive lineman. They're trying to hold that together. Today's draft, the best non-quarterbacks in the NFC East. No trivia today. When Pete's the producer, we have trivia. But no trivia today. No trivia today. Chris, I'll go ahead and give you the first pick.
Okay, let's see. Yeah, usually when Pete's the producer, too, we have all the good players listed out underneath the draft, too, right? But
I was leaving that one for you. I was leaving that one for you.
It's sometimes you just get a backup quarterback, and that's just what happens here. So this is actually not an easy, necessarily like one slam dunk guy you can look at, I think, to just say he's the number one player in the division or anything like that. I think, though, realistically, and maybe this is a little on potential, but I'm going to pick Chase Young to be the first pick of this NFC East draft. I am. Again, first off, the man, the human, the specimen. Hey, the sacks, I know it was 7.5. I think it'll be better, but he's a football player, too. I don't give a damn about the sacks. He makes a lot of 4th and 1 stops, 3rd and short running stops, coming around the edge, making the tackle against the Steelers on the 4th and goal. Remember when they were trying to dive in the end zone? I mean, he's got a way about him as a leader and a talent on the field. And, of course, we saw some of the picking up the fumbles and running for touchdowns to where, yeah, he might not be his peak prime best right now, but I'm taking him first.
Yeah, I was going to take him first as well.
Good to hear.
I think he's clearly, in my mind, between potential and reality and what we saw last year and what he can be, he's the guy that I would want out of any of those 4 teams other than quarterbacks. And maybe even if we included quarterbacks, I'd at least give it some thought, although I'd probably end up taking Dak Prescott and running if we included the quarterbacks. I deal with you 8 hours a week. And I think on average, during those 8 weekly hours, you sing the praises of Terry McLaurin 7.5 times, at least.
Yeah.
So how can I not be influenced by that when it's time to pick the best players in the division? I'll take Terry McLaurin. In fact, I'm surprised you didn't take Terry McLaurin right out of the gates. Borderline superstar. Hasn't had much to work with by way of guys getting him the football. This year with Fitzmagic, hopefully not Fitztragic, that will happen. Yeah. And he has the breakout. Here he is, superstar Terry McLaurin, oh my God season. So give me McLaurin.
I'm not mad at you there. You know I'm a fan. And yeah, I think he's better than what the stats say or what people really think he is, the perception, whatever, because of what you talked about. Yeah, it hasn't been great offense. He hasn't had great quarterback play. I'm thinking this year's the year where he's going to be statistically amazing. They're going to be a good team, and some big moments people will realize what a weapon he is. He's one of the fastest in the game, and you can't leave him on an island. So good pick by you. Definitely was going to be in my realm of thinking here for my next pick. All right, I did this yesterday. I'm going to do it again. I'm going to the offensive line. I'm going Zach Martin with the Dallas Cowboys. He's still, like we talked about with Quentin Nelson the other day, Zach Martin, he's still one of the best offensive linemen in football, if not the best guard in football, other than his old teammate and Quentin Nelson from Notre Dame. I mean, he can do everything. He's still a road grader in the run game. He's awesome that way. And, like, as a pass protector, he can block the Fletcher Cox of the world and hold up to that power. And yet he could block the Aaron Donalds of the world who are really quick and do things like that too. So I take Zach Martin saying that he's still one of the best offensive linemen in football.
I'm going to flip it over to the other line of scrimmage, and because I have a feeling you're going to take this guy next if I don't, so I better go ahead and do it now. I'll go Leonard Williams. Yeah. Giants. They finally worked out the contract with him. When they've been good in recent years, and they haven't been good in recent years, they haven't won a playoff game since they won Super Bowl 46, but it was offensive line, defensive line, offensive line, defensive line. And Williams is that guy who's going to F the play up. He's not going to get a bunch of sacks, but he's going to create havoc and disruption and allow the Giants to get the football back in favorable field position. And with that offense, they should be able to capitalize if Leonard Williams can continue to play at a high level.
Good pick by you. I was definitely going to take him next. Again, people, they like to rag on him a little bit, but I'd like to sit down with some people and go, let's watch Leonard Williams last year and see what you really think about him after this is over. Because, statistics don't always say it, even though last year was a pretty good statistical year. But it's like you're talking about. It's the disruption. It's the versatility and all the things he can do on the defensive line. That's his great value. He can really play all 4 positions at a pretty high level. And it's important with a defense like that. That's a New England Patriots type scheme. So that's a good one there. And I definitely would have taken him next. Wow. All right, I'm gonna give another skill guy just some love here. I'm gonna go with Saquon Barkley. I am. I don't give a damn that his ACL is, he might not be totally 100% to start the year, but he hurt that knee early on in the season last year. I would think that he's gonna be close to 100%, and I still think, as I think about it, with the ball in his hands, he's still the most dangerous guy in this division. There's, at least in my opinion, and he's young. And I've never seen some of the runs, other than from Barry Sanders, some of the runs we saw from Saquon Barkley in a short period of time, let alone he can go 80 to the house. So I'll take Saquon.
I was thinking about taking him as well. There has been some equivocation on the status of the knee and when he'll be good to go and will he be great right out of the gates. Awkwardness as it relates to his contract. He's got his 3 years in, but that torn ACL, you're not going to get your new contract until you can reestablish yourself. Another reason why you don't make a running back a top 10 pick unless you are damn sure and you don't know what the durability is going to be at the next level. And look, torn ACLs happen. I get it. But they're more likely to happen to a running back.
Yeah, they are.
Than they are to a quarterback.
Yeah.
And you're taking a roll of the dice that he's going to stay healthy. But if he's healthy, I think that he could be one of the best running backs in football, but that health has got to be established and maintained in 2021. I was going to take Barkley this round if you didn't.
Yeah.
So now I got to go to my next one, and it feels a little early to do it, but you know what? We're 5 picks in. We don't have an Eagle yet. And if there was any player right now that I would want on the entire Eagles roster on my team, quarterbacks included, would be DeVonta Smith. I think they are going to be thrilled with what this guy does. I think all that chatter about he weighs 150 or 160 or whatever it is, I don't care. Last time we saw him before he jacked up his finger in the college football championship game, he was ripping Ohio State to shreds. He's unstoppable. And maybe he's better than Deshaun Jackson or potentially better than Deshaun Jackson. Yeah. But unproven at the NFL level, I think that Eagles fans who are very salty about the way things have gone the last 3 years are going to be very happy about what they have in DeVonta Smith.
I'm not mad at you for that pick. I'm not. I mean, I got them written down here. In fact, full transparency and no disrespect to the Eagles, but I only have 3 Eagles players written down that I thought were really worthy of this draft right here. And that was Lane Johnson, Fletcher Cox, and DeVonta Smith. After that, it was kind of like, there's some good guys, but I don't know if they're worthy of a 10-player draft here we have for the whole NFC East. So I'm with you. I'm not mad at you there either. All right.
Would you say that the Eagles right now, other than the Texans, the Eagles have the worst overall roster in football, other than the Texans?
It's definitely in that discussion. I will say that.
Who else is in it? The Lions?
Yeah, maybe the Lions, who've done a lot this offseason. I like what they've kind of reorganized their up front on the offensive and defensive side of the ball. But, yeah, I think if you look at it, it's probably Philadelphia. Jacksonville's got a lot of unproven commodities, but I think, from on a paper roster, I'd probably like their roster better. You're right. No, I think you said it right, Mike. The more I sit here and look at it, you're right. Those are the 2 worst rosters in football for my money. I'm not going to disagree with you there.
Amazing fall.
Yeah, amazing
Super Bowl champs to potentially one of the worst teams in football, depending upon how the quarterback situation goes. But DeVonta Smith may have something to say about that. All right, next round.
I'm going 4. Big Daron Payne, defensive tackle, Washington football team. Not a lot of people know about him. Trust me, he's one of the best defensive tackles in football. And trust me, they're going to have to pay him like that really soon. You know, that's one of the dilemmas for this Washington football team is they got 4 guys on their defensive line that are all going to command like top end market type deals when they're free agents. But Daron Payne, just a beast in the middle. Stats will never say it again, but creates mosh pits, can create havoc, do all those things. To me, one of the better interior defensive linemen in all of football, and definitely on the Chris Simms all legs and butt team for sure. I mean, it's an impressive set he has down there.
It's amazing we only have one Cowboy.
I know.
So far.
I know. I thought maybe you might go Amari Cooper over like a DeVonta Smith. That was one thing I was going to say, but yeah.
But I feel like Amari Cooper,
I know, has gone down a little, right?
I'd be more inclined to go CD Lamb.
Yeah,
you know what? I'm going to go CD Lamb.
Okay.
I got my popcorn ready. He said, "Get your popcorn ready" last week. My popcorn's ready. So CD, prove me right. I'll go CD Lamb.
Yeah. Okay. I'm with. I thought that too. Like I sat there and was like, ooh, like okay, I know Amari Cooper's done more and things like that, but you do expect that jump from CD Lamb to be like, hey, I'm more comfortable. And we saw it towards the end of the year last year. He started making more and more plays, and I think he did get more comfortable to where. I think he closes that gap a little this year between him and Justin Jefferson, who won the battle, to where after this year's over, they were both going to be like, man, they're both awesome. I don't know which one I'd take. So I'm not mad at you there. Amari Cooper is damn good, though. Wow. Holy cow. Where do I go?
We'll take him then. We'll take him.
No.
Do we need to take a break, or can we get this last
I'm going to go
round
Brandon Scherf. I'm going to go another big guy. I'm going another Washington guy. Damn it. The more I sit here and look at this is why Washington's going to win the NFC East. I'm going Brandon Scherf. Listen, I take Quentin Nelson or Zach Martin as far as my starting guards for my team, but Brandon Scherf's the next guy you'd take. I think he's one of the top 5 guards in football, and they're paying him like that, obviously. So, yeah, I'll go with Scherf. I think he's a pretty awesome football player.
I'm really thinking about taking Montez Sweat here.
Yeah, I think, to me, he's maybe the next guy. I mean, you could argue he's the best pass rusher
Cox.
in the division.
I'm down to him or Fletcher Cox.
Yeah.
I'll go Montez Sweat. What the hell? Let's go heavy with the Washington football team. Let's hype them up. They haven't been hyped up in a long time.
You're right.
Give me Montez Sweat.
Woo, baby. There we go.
I'm
WTF, WFT. Where we go.
Projection.
Yeah.
Projection.
Yeah.
That's part of it, too.
It is.
All right.
I get it.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.